Governor Moreno applauds Akwa Ibom youth for their peaceful disposition during protests. Midima Backward One women protests seek Governor Moreno's intervention over councillorship tussle. Plus, Itu People Democratic Party was 6 harmonizes ahead of local government polls. A very good evening to you and many thanks for joining us on the news. I am Kevin Samuel with details of the headlines and other stories. And please note that this broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times Channel 103 and all our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Do well to like our pages for regular updates. Akwa Ibom State Governor Moreno has applauded youths of the state for heeding his call to abstain from the nationwide protest. Correspondent report that the governor who gave this commendation during August edition of Government House Covenant Service also announced monthly support program to Qatar for 5,000 unemployed
states. With this edition coming on the heels of the nationwide protest elated by the peaceful disposition of Akwa Ibom youths and the day one of the protests, which has resulted to the peaceful atmosphere witnessed across the state, Governor Eno disclosed plans by his administration to launch a social welfare program that will capture the unemployed youths in the 31 local government areas of the state. He further informed the people of the postponement of the PDP councillorship primaries to Saturday, August 3rd, while chairmanship primaries is shifted to Monday, 5th August 2024.
They did not protest not because the police stopped them, but because God spoke to them. And we are extremely grateful to our youths for understanding that we can dialogue and we can get all what we want. We can work together as a people, and that much as we respect protest, but they understand that hoodlums can hijack this protest and they can cause mayhem, they can destroy lives. I am very proud of them.
Earlier, the guest minister, Reverend Godwin Amawo, in a sermon charges the people to continue to look up to God for divine interventions in the state.
You have been called by God to lead Akwa Ibom out of trouble, out of scarcity, out of violence, out of poverty, into a land of fulfillment. And under your watch, Akwa Ibom citizens shall be people of great possessions.
The service featured core ministrations and prayers for the state and nation at large. In Uyo.
Meanwhile, socio-economic activities have resumed in Akwa Ibom State following the peace witnessed amidst protests tagged end to bad governance in other parts of the country. Dainumi Uko will tell us more.
Businesses in parts of Akwa Ibom State were closed and the roads relatively dry over fears of a possible hijack of the protest against bad governance by hoodlums on August 1. The story is, however, different on the second day as commercial activities have resumed in earnest, with residents going about their daily activities.
Nothing thrives in an environment that there is chaos and unorderliness. When there is peace, everything moves. Even though there is no money, when we have peace, I think we can manage our lives.
In Akwa Ibom State here, there is nothing like that. We go around everywhere, peaceful. There's nothing like, say, fight, quarrel.
Akwa Ibom State is peaceful. As you can see, I'm walking on the road, going for my normal business. We've not seen anything like protests.
Some Nigerians are still expecting the government to respond to the demands of protesters by taking steps that will turn around the economic fortunes of the country.
Government will do a lot because look at the way how we buy fuel now. Now today's fuel is 900 naira a liter. A cup of beans is 500.
Today, the banks have not opened.
If these demands are met, the cost of commodity will at least reduce in a little percentage, and it will help the poor masses.
There is still a heavy presence of security personnel at strategic locations to forestall any breakdown of law and order across the state. Dianime Uko, NTA News.
Relatively, Ekamidim, Abak Community Worldwide and Forum of Akwa Ibom Indigenes in Federal College of Medical Laboratory Science and Technology, JOS, have called on the youth and the entire indigenes of Abak local government area and Akwa Ibom State people to embrace peace and should not participate in the ongoing nationwide protests. A statement signed by the Board of Trustees Chairman, Ekamidim Community Worldwide, and Provost Federal College of Laboratory Science and Technology, JOS, Professor Nkeruwem Etukudo, and the interim chairman of Ekamidim Community Worldwide, Elder Hansen Ekono, the organization sympathized with the people on the hardship being faced as a result of the current economic challenges and called on them to be
now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am make you dey sure, because who no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
For overall best performance and quality education, Fortune Schools is a school to be. We offer standard and excellent services for your child's intellectual development with a serene learning environment and qualified teachers trained to raise and mold your child in great impact in a competitive world. We have well-equipped laboratories, standard playground, ICT unit, computer lab, library, music studio, and well-ventilated classrooms for effective learning of your treasured child. Fortune Schools is a day and boarding school with fantastic facilities and bus services for the comfort of your child. Visit us today at number 16 Odosoro Street off Atiku Abubakar Way, Uyo. For more inquiries, call 0706 593 8384 or 0703 576 6904. Fortune Schools, excellence through hard work.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am make you dey sure, because who no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people then.
NTA TV College with pedigree of training professionals in broadcasting and other media practitioners has the following courses for the third quarter. 3 weeks online reporting, date 15th July 2024 to 2nd August 2024. Course fee 250,000 naira only. Accommodations inclusive. 2 weeks audio engineering operations and maintenance, Date 15th August 2024 to 16th August 2024. 2 weeks managing the boss and Northern Office Administration. Date 5th August 2024 to 16th August 2024. ATV College Jos for knowledge and skills.
The body is made up of 60% of water. Mainland table water provides good quality drinking water the body needs and is uniquely satisfying. Mela table water is produced and packaged by Amela Enterprises, Plot 80 Itam Industrial Area, Itu, Akwa Ibom State. It comes in sachet, 35, 50, 75 cl table water and dispensing jar. For inquiry and booking, call 0704 576 6325. Mela table water, naturally sourced and consumer friendly.
Welcome back and many thanks for staying tuned. Now to the rest of the stories. Ahead of Saturday's People's Democratic Party councillorship primaries in the state, the women of Midima Bank have called on the Akwa Ibom State Governor Mo Eno to intervene to stop imposition of councillorship candidate on them by a man who claimed to be the leader of PDP in the ward. Some of the women and Ed Hassan Ikono made the appeal during a peaceful protest in the area. John Paul Alumuna will tell us more.
The women of Midimabak Ward 1 gathered at Midimabak Health Center with placards with various inscriptions like "Allow us, elect our ward councillorship candidate. We don't want imposition again in Midimabak," among others, appealing to Governor Mweno and the state leadership of PDP to give them the opportunity to elect their own candidates. While describing the governor as a peace-loving leader, they appealed to him to come to their aid.
Hari kari song miri memi. Hari edi karab se bom kora so iban. Asisi no iban nidia. Ano iban afongisin. Ano iban akok. Awi ano kurwa. Empower iban. Utagwo de ke waseme. Utagwo de ke misiego ke midimem. Utagwo de ke girijam.
And I'm happy because they said the new councillor must be a female. And we are happy to have Regina, Mrs. Regina Inyangeto. Yes. Is the new councillor we are about to have. So I want this opportunity to be given to us for us to choose our new councillor. Also to appeal to our dear governor to please give us the opportunity to choose our own councillor by ourselves.
The vice chairman of Midimabak Elders Council, Elder Savior Hans Nakban, lamented that a certain individual has been parading himself as the leader of the party in their ward and imposing candidates on them. He explained that the same man single-handedly dissolved the ward executive without allowing them to complete their tenure, insisting that they must be allowed to complete their tenure like others.
If somebody wants to be a political leader, I think it should be the elders that meet and appoint somebody a political leader. Now, if anything comes to meet him now, it must be one family. The sister went for a supervisor for 2 terms. The late brother went for a term. And if anything comes to the ward now, if it is not that family or a relation, nobody will not accept anything. Resolved that the person they want to represent them as a councillor in Middle Ward 1 is no other person but Regina Inyangeto.
Mrs. Regina Inyangeto. All women I need. So for today, the women are pleading. Our governor, peace to reign, that they one voice.
The women and elders of Midimabak Ward 1 are praying that they will be given the opportunity to freely elect their preferred councillorship candidate, Mrs. Regina Inyangeto, during PDP primaries on Saturday, the 3rd August 2024. From Midimabak, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
Meanwhile, women of any local government area have been urged to remain steadfast in their support for the administration of Pastor Omo Eno. Immediate past Commissioner for Agriculture and former Dean of Commissioners and Special Advisors, Dr. Glory Edet, gave the advice when she played host to women at her Ikot Nkon residence in the local government area. The report.
The meeting convened at the instance of the former Agriculture Commissioner Akwa Ibom State, Dr. Glory Edet, had women drawn from the 11 wards of Ini local government area, including members of the Transition Committee, women leaders and stalwarts of Ini politics in attendance. Dr. Glory Edet, while commending the women for their support thus far to the present administration in the state, reels out reasons for such support to be sustained, urging the women to remain united and maintain existing peace in the area. The former Dean of Commissioners lauds Governor Umeno for his gender-sensitive disposition, as seen in the various appointments of women into key positions.
Akwa Ibom State, PDP, kuyaworu tanfienu songo tu tan. Ayana ba minga di bombeni dem di wasa always able. Ma baba mo, ma roro die, ma wodio, afra nyinero for Pastor Omo Eno. Isi bonga kamino ye. Kwa be yon ba se akwa kami ba reteti. Ana bonga kamino ye. Even Bible bom di osi ba akukara. So na ibonga kamino Pastor Omo Eno. Ama nyu wike mini, afese bi na mo. Me election local government
In their speeches, representatives of women from each of the 11 wards and the Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Ofyong Ofo, reassures of their unwavering support to the governor and the PDP during and after the local government elections.
Ba party me ka iso ba freweri ya ofon PDP bika ka isi ya ofon PDP.
Prayers were offered for the administration of Governor Umeno and for the sustained peace in the state. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Meanwhile, stakeholders and members of People's Democratic Party (PDP) in Ward 6 in the 2 local government area have been advised to speak with one voice in order to achieve greatness in the world. The Transition Committee Chairman of the 2 local government area, Etetimu Nook, and other stakeholders gave the charge during PDP ward meeting. John Paul Alumuna will take it up from here.
Addressing the party faithful in his house in Uyo, the transition chairman of its local government area, Etetem Onuk, says the meeting became necessary following the need to apologize to some stakeholders who were not part of their previous meetings, where they elected their councillorship candidate, and appealed to all to embrace peace for the progress of the party in the world. Mr. Onuk explained that the ward and the party need all the stakeholders to speak with one voice in support of their consensus candidate to enable him win the general elections.
At the Congress committee's level, that candidature was accepted. But with an advice, I shall have to come back to the ward, apologize to those who were not at that meeting, explain and present the candidate, which is exactly what we did. And you've seen the spirit that has prevailed here. You see how happy the people are.
The ward chairman of PDP, while presenting the councillorship candidate, Goswell Jeremiah, to the people, advised him to carry everyone along, including those that contested with him.
The meeting that we had today, that we presented our candidate for councillorship candidate, is successful. We've presented it to the entire ward, to the elders of the ward, and everybody have accepted the candidate.
Other stakeholders expressed satisfaction with the process.
I'm okay with the arrangement, the candidate that has emerged, because due process has been followed. So there's no other thing done.
I feel very excited. Why am I saying so is the candidate presented today is the people's candidate. It's the people's choice. The candidate was not imposed on us.
Very happy today. As you see, everybody are happy today because we present a very viable, humble, and a representative candidate that will represent Ward 7. Everybody has adopted him. We came out last week ago and everybody voted him.
The Ward 6 Agisek Ward 7 candidate expressed gratitude to the people for electing him and promised to make them proud.
I will not mention names, but you know your role. You know how you've supported me to come this far. I believe God by my side. I will not disgrace anybody. I will not disgrace God. I will not disgrace my name. I will not disgrace my family name.
Itu Ward 6 is recognized as Ward 7 by Akwa Ibom State Electoral Commission, AKISEC. In Uyo, John Paul Alomona, NTA News.
Those are the much we're able to accommodate on the news tonight. I remain Kelvin Samuel, wishing you and yours all the best.
Come me work Akwa Ibom State.